Hi y'all, welcome to Donna's Farmhouse Kitchen. Well, today I'm going to make one of my favorite meats, and that is a pork tenderloin. And this one is a Smithfield natural pork tenderloin. This one is almost 3 pounds. First thing we're going to do is kind of marinate it a little bit. So I've taken a half a tablespoon of Celtic sea salt, and then a half a tablespoon of fresh cracked pepper. That's what I have in this bowl here. Kind of move it around a little bit. Then we're just going to sprinkle it over it. Get it all over it. Get the sides good too, and the ends. Okay. To get it all up off the board. Let's don't waste any. The next thing I'm going to do after I let it set for 30 minutes is put 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil into a frying pan. Let it start shimmering a little bit in the frying pan, and then put this in the frying pan, let it brown on all sides, and then I'm going to bring it back out after I do that and show you what seasonings I'm going to put on it. So let's let this sit for about 30 minutes. Okay, so I didn't feel like getting the big cast iron skillet out for this browning of the meat part. I am using my griddle, and I usually make like sausages and bacon on it and stuff like that. It goes right on top of my burner, so that's what I'm using. In the meantime, while that's going to get to a nice little shimmer, I'm going to throw together the seasonings that are going to go over the pork tenderloin after it's finished with the browning part. So let's get started with that. I have the oil heating up on medium heat. I'm putting in 2 tablespoons of garlic. This is just minced garlic. I'm hoping I'm getting 2 tablespoons out of this. Now we're going to add a teaspoon of basil, a half a teaspoon of rubbed sage, a teaspoon of parsley, of course these are all dried, as you can tell, a teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of oregano, and a tablespoon of the BADIA complete seasoning. Now we're going to mix all of this together. And then we will rub it all over this pork tenderloin after I brown it. Now that I have it all nice and brown, now I'm going to put the herbs on it. Just going to rub it all over. And make sure you pick up everything that's dropped on the sides. Tuck it down in there in the little spaces. Look at all this. And of course, we're going to have some wonderful leftovers from this, which I love. And if you don't like leftovers, let me tell you, you're missing out. Because all of the wonderful flavor from the herbs overnight gets in it, and it tastes even better the next day. Now, right before I put it in, I'm going to put pats of butter. I have sliced up 5 tablespoons of butter, and I'm just lining these pats of butter on top. I want to make sure I get all of these on here. Now let's get it in the oven. This is going to be good. So it's just come out of the oven. Now I was following a recipe, kind of, sort of. You know how I do. I really didn't like the way it was looking at 150 degrees. So I continued to cook mine, and I cooked it a total of probably about 55 minutes, somewhere around there, and got to 170 degrees. So that's how this was cooked. And then after 170 degrees, I turned on the broiler for like 1.5 to 2 minutes just to brown it some more on top. Now I'm going to wait 15 minutes and let it rest, and then I'm going to slice it. Now look how scrumptious this looks. It looks so good, and it's so juicy. How juicy it is. You can see the juices coming out of this meat. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but it's nice and juicy. So I hope you will try this recipe for your family and enjoy it. And as you can see, it makes plenty of food. It'll feed a house full. So, and that's how I'm used to cooking, at least when I was young. And so enjoy it with your family. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video. It's much appreciated. Thank you so much, and y'all have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.